I have a confession that I want to make today. Sometimes I'm not always motivated when it comes to homemaking. In fact, there are days when I wake up and I want to just sit on the couch in my PJs and do absolutely nothing. But if I did that, I would end up feeling miserable about myself, and the necessary things that need to get done would not get done. The people who depend on me wouldn't be taken care of. I wouldn't even be setting the example that I want to be for my kids. Over time, I have learned that there are some tricks, and maybe tricks isn't the right word, but there are some habits that help me stay motivated or even just get motivated so that I don't sit on the couch all day long and so that I'm productive as a homemaker. So today I'm going to take you along for a Monday motivation video. We're going to get lots of cleaning done. I'm going to share with you a delicious dinner that we had, and I'm going to just share with you a really quick tip that helps me when I'm not feeling motivated. On the days when I'm feeling especially unmotivated, I have to literally tell myself, go get a shower, get dressed, start the laundry, sweep the floor. I have to think, what is the next step, and just go and do that next thing, whatever it is that I need to do. Because sometimes it can feel overwhelming when I think about all the things that I should be doing. But when I just think about what is that next step, what is the next thing I should do in my day, that really just gets me motivated, and it just helps me think, okay, let me just focus on this one thing and do it. I'm trying to grow this little plant here. It's an African violet, and it was a cutting from a friend of mine. And I was trying to put it back here so that it would get some more sun. And my daughter made this little sign so that no one would trip on it. And guess what? I tripped on it despite her sign. Anyways, I have all of these snow stickers, just little window clings that we put up every January and February. And now that it's March, I decided to go ahead and take them down. And my windows were just really needing a good cleaning anyways. So after I took all of them down, I washed the windows on the inside and the outside. I vacuumed up the little door tracks because it always gets a lot of dirt in there, especially this time of year when the kids are going in and out as the weather has been nicer. So I'm going to get all of that cleaned up. If you don't know, what I use to clean my windows are microfiber cloths. So I don't use any kind of a spray. I haven't bought window cleaner in years. I just use a wet microfiber cloth and wipe everything down. It gets all the smudges and all the fingerprints off, and then I come back with a polishing cloth and it's dry, and I just dry everything off, and magically the windows are clean that way. So as I was saying earlier, just doing the next thing really helps me stay motivated as a homemaker. And I always think of that science from high school where we learned about how an object in motion stays in motion. And I feel like that is often true about me when it comes to homemaking. If I will just do one thing, that one thing will lead to another thing, and it will lead to another thing. It's almost like dominoes that get knocked over, but it's just keeping myself in motion, and doing one simple task will give me the motivation to do another simple task. For dinner, we were having a comfort food this night, which is always kind of a treat. It wasn't the healthiest meal, but it was definitely one that my family enjoyed. It was chicken biscuits. If you've never had chicken biscuits from Chick-fil-A, let me tell you, you're missing out. My family loves Chick-fil-A chicken biscuits for breakfast. So we were having breakfast for dinner this night, and I made some buttermilk just with a tablespoon of vinegar and a cup of milk. And then I added my own seasonings. I have no recipe that I follow. I just add the seasonings that we like, and then just pounded out my chicken meat and added that to the buttermilk mixture and let it sit for a little while this afternoon while I got a couple of other things done. I needed to clean the bathrooms this afternoon, so I went ahead and started cleaning up the bathroom while I let the chicken kind of marinate in the buttermilk. This is our basement bathroom. Normally when I film cleaning the bathroom, I will film our upstairs bathroom, which is our main one. And usually I clean both the upstairs and the downstairs bathroom. And in this particular day, I actually cleaned both. But I thought that I would just film down here in the basement as something different. And it is technically a 3/4 bathroom. It has a toilet and sink and just a stand-up shower. There's no tub, but it works well for when we have guests, as they usually sleep in our basement, and then they have this bathroom all to themselves. And it is on my list for this summer to give this bathroom a little bit of a makeover, probably paint the walls, redo the flooring, and I don't know, we'll see what else I come up with if I do anything to the vanity or not, but that is on my list. Over the past 16 years as a wife and homemaker, I've learned lots of different tips for seeking and finding motivation as a homemaker. And this is really just one that I've shared here in today's video. I like to share a lot of homemaking motivation in my weekly emails. If you're not signed up for those, I will leave a link below for you to sign up for those. I also am starting a podcast series. I've already started and shared a couple. I'm basically doing them every other week here on YouTube. So hopefully you have been enjoying those, and I will continue to share those as well, because I think it's really important to not only get practical tips about homemaking, but also just the mindset behind homemaking is so very important. So I hope that you have enjoyed that today. But now we're going to go ahead and start supper. I decided to have with our chicken biscuits some hash browns, and I'm just making them homemade by shredding up some potatoes. Once the potatoes have all been shredded, then I will soak them in water, just cold water, and I'll let them sit for a while just to kind of get the starches out. And then after they have sat for a while, I drain them, I pat them dry, and then I just fry them like I would any kind of hash brown. So we've been enjoying these. I don't get them quite as crispy as if I were to buy frozen hash browns, but we still like them, and I feel good about feeding them to my family. We almost always have some form of potato. I would say at least 3, if not 4 times a week. We are a meat and potatoes kind of family. And then I try to squeeze in fruits and vegetables every day as much as possible. Tonight, we did not have any kind of vegetable, but we had homemade biscuits, homemade hash browns, homemade chicken patties, and then we also had on the side some mandarin oranges. You'll have to let me know if you like to have breakfast for dinner as well. And if you do, what do you serve your family? We will often have chicken biscuits, or we'll have sausage and egg sandwiches. And sometimes we'll even have sausage gravy with biscuits for dinner. And it's always nice to have, especially on a winter evening or just when it's cool out, because it's a definite comfort food. So let me know what your family likes to have. This is our meal. Obviously, it's not a very colorful meal. We're missing some greens, but at least it was delicious and it was warm. And yeah, every once in a while you just have to have a meal like this. So thanks for joining me in today's video.